We're getting some breaking news at this moment. An apartment in the Brussels neighborhood was searched early Friday morning and boxes of evidence seized as part of a probe into Tuesday's suicide bomb attacks that hit the Brussels airport and a metro train, killing at least 35 people and wounding some 270. Earlier, Belgian police arrested 6 people as part of their investigation into the Islamic State suicide bombings, while authorities in France said they thwarted a militant plot there that was at an advanced stage. That's the latest that we are hearing. These are pictures that you can see on your screen right now of the police raid, which is in progress. Going on now, an Indian Infosys employee, Raghavendra Ganeshan, is still missing since the attacks in Brussels that took place on Tuesday. Raghavendra's cell phone was tracked near Montgomery metro station, a stop before Melbeek metro station, where the explosion took place. The techie's parents will arrive in Brussels to join in the search operation after his brother visited 2 hospitals to identify him. Raghavendra's parents have also spoken to Indian Ambassador Manjeev Singh Puri, who has extended his full support to them. The Infosys employee reportedly last spoke to his mother an hour before the blast. Raghavendra Ganeshan had been working in Brussels for the last 4 years. He had visited India last month when his wife had a baby.
We don't have much more information than what the situation was 24 hours back. We have not been able to establish contact with Raghavendra. We haven't been able to locate him. I must tell you, his name does not figure in any of the lists, either those who are no more or those who are injured. We have spoken at highest levels in the Belgian authorities. I have spoken to the Chief of General Staff, to the senior most police investigators. His names are there among the police and the dockets in all the registrations, and a determined effort is being continued that we must locate Raghavendra's whereabouts. Where is he? In whatever condition it is, we want to know.
When the attack happened, that day no one was clear, but after 3-4 hours then people realized that he didn't reach the office. Then we started, like the colleagues of him from Infosys, they went to his place, searched. He was not found. Then he searched in the office, checked in friend circles, so he was not there. So that's where then people were a bit worried. So some were already called the embassy to check if it's okay, if something is known to embassy. Then that's the time when I just came here, checked with the embassy, and embassy started immediately taking action. They reached a lot of hospitals, because here now the people were really scattered in many hospitals, and it was very difficult to find him. So embassy started asking reaching to the hospitals, but no information at all on the first day. So that even created a kind of more worriness. And also I heard on the same day that the parents, relatives were more worried.
This is Montgomery station, just one station before Melbeek, where the 3rd explosion had taken place. Montgomery is turning out to be a very crucial link in the search for Raghavendra Ganeshan, the Infosys employee. It is here in Montgomery station that the last call was traced to his mobile phone, and this has been confirmed by the embassy, and they have been in touch with the mobile phone company. Where is Raghavendra Ganeshan is the mystery intensifying, because his name does appear in the injured list in the local newspapers here, but not in the list of any hospitals. In the meantime, his brother is here to look for him, and the embassy tells us that they are assisting him in every possible way. Lavina Tandon from Montgomery station in Brussels.
The first batch of Indians who were stranded in Brussels after the deadly terror attacks reached the national capital today. Jet Airways operated 2 recovery flights from Amsterdam to fly the stranded passengers, one of which landed at the Delhi airport early this morning. Soon after, the flight headed for Mumbai. Meanwhile, Jet Airways authorities have confirmed to India today that Nidhi Chhapekar, who was injured during the bombings, is in a stable condition. She's resting and under sedation for her comfort.
कैमरे अरेंज करा, वहाँ खाने खुने का सारा अरेंजमेंट, सोने का सब अरेंजमेंट करा था उन्होंने, बड़ा अच्छा अरेंजमेंट था। फिर अगले दिन हमें यहाँ शिफ्ट कर दिया एम्स्टर्डम, वहाँ से फिर फ्लाइट लेके आ गए।
The Belgian government did a really good job first day. and they placed us at the army camp first, and then after that, what happened? Then the next day we stayed there. It was pretty cold, and the whole night was pretty. It was harrowing a bit, but then yeah, it was fine. But by next day, everyone came. The embassy came, and everybody else came. So we were taken care of.
After being stranded for days at the Brussels airport after the horrific terrorist attack, probably these are not just mere boarding passes. These are tickets to freedom of them, particularly for the Singhs and many like Singhs who have landed here today at IGI airport in a special recovery flight of Jet Airways. Mr. Singh, ये बताएं कि कैसे माहौल रहा वहाँ? ये
डर का था, सहमा हुआ माहौल था। लोग डरे हुए थे और उधर के सिक्योरिटी वाले जो थे मैडमें वगैरह वो रो रही थी।
आप लोग डरे हुए थे?
हम डरे हुए थे। हम भाग के निकले बाहर और उन्होंने सिक्योरिटी अच्छी थी। उन्होंने हमें अपनी बड़ी बड़ी बसों में बिठा के एक कैंप में ले गए और वहाँ हमें खड़ा कर दिया और वो गाड़ियाँ उनकी आ रही थी, जा रही थी, एम्बुलेंस भाग रही थी। बहुत डेंजरस था, बहुत दुखदायी माहौल था।
क्या सुनने में आवाज आया?
ब्लास्ट की आवाज़ थी, जैसे कोई फटता है ना, ऐसी आवाज़ थी। उसी टाइम ही एक उनका आया सिक्योरिटी वाला, उन्होंने कहा हम अपने हैंडबैग भी वहाँ छोड़ दो और भाग के बाहर निकल जाओ। हम बाहर निकले हैं, जहाज में नहीं बैठने दिया हमें। बाहर निकल के अपनी बसों में उन्होंने कैंप में रखा हमें और वहाँ उनका अच्छा था, हमारे सलूक बहुत अच्छा था। खाने को दिया उन्होंने, रहने को दिया, लेकिन लोग डरे हुए।
लैंड हुए हैं, आज एयरपोर्ट में आए हैं, आप पंजाब जाएंगे जाहिर तौर पे अपने घर, तो कैसे वो आप फीलिंग बताए थोड़ा, कैसे लग रहा है आज?
वो बहुत रीख रहे हैं हमें और खुशी है।
Probably that's why these are not tears of sorrow, but these are tears of joy. And as I told you, these are just not mere boarding passes, but these are passes, a ticket to the freedom that they feel. But definitely the sense of grief, the sense of scar that will haunt them for some time at least, because they have witnessed something which is spectacular in nature as far as what happened in Brussels airport is concerned.
Let's now go across live to Anindo Banerjee joining us with all the latest. Morning, Anindo. The first of the recovery flights has now reached. You actually reported comprehensively from the IGI airport what the people were saying. Some of them broke down. They were in tears because they couldn't understand what has happened to them. Take us through what people have told you, their life, their trauma, their struggle.
Well, Sanket, to begin with, I mean, everybody were like quite shocked and also at the same time relieved after touching down at IGI airport, and also those who by now have touched down at the Mumbai airport. So a sense of relief as well as a sense of shock is there. It's a very amalgamation of feeling. To give you a sense, one gentleman was so broke from, he hails from Punjab, that a co-passenger helped him with rupees 1,000. Now he didn't have any belonging to go from here to Punjab. Another gentleman who described about how the situation was there. Another gentleman said that I mean, now he feels something quite akin to what was there in the movie Airlift. He believes that his situation is quite similar to that. So it's a plethora of emotions that has been playing over them, but also very interestingly, two little kids who can't even speak, but all you can spot is the apprehension, a sense of shock in their eyes. So as we speak, as we report here, they are relieved, Lord, but also they can't forget what they have gone through in the last 3 days, particularly at least for some days from here.
Okay, Anindo, many thanks for joining us with all the latest. Now, India today spoke to the Indian ambassador to the European Union, Manjeev Singh Puri, about the condition of the Jet Airways crew who were injured in the Brussels attacks.
Nidhi was moved yesterday from the hospital in Antwerp to a hospital in Charleroi, which has specialization in burns. She is in a stable state under anesthesia. She is in a sleep-induced kind of situation. She will undergo another operation tomorrow. This is all part of the treatment, and the doctors have assured us that she is stable.
As far as Amit is concerned, so she's stable and we hope she recovers fast. Amit, you've spoken to him, but is he also to undergo another surgery?
I don't think so. He didn't say anything to me. He may undergo some reconstructive surgery with plastic surgeon. I spoke to Amit when he was discharged from the intensive care unit into the general ward, and I must tell you, it was one of the more satisfying moments here, because when I heard his voice, I asked him, Amit, how are you feeling? And he said, I've been well looked after and I think things are going well. And I felt very, very good about that.
Now, Pakistan captain Shahid Afridi might have landed himself in trouble yet again while speaking about fans in India. Asked about fans in Mohali before their match with New Zealand on Tuesday.
Go to different villages across India and actually stay there for a month and see the villagers, help them. And what it does is it opens your eyes to a whole new part of India that you never really saw before. So Amrita gives